How many conflicts a day do you make with yourself, with others, with the environment or life circumstances? Did you know that they are created from judgments? I'm Annie Kalatkar, and I'm a familiar face around Quantum Stellar Initiative and Leap of Consciousness. One of the biggest problems that we have in our world is that we jump to judge, and it creates conflicts. And I am here to support you in releasing your judgments so you can return to your centered, balanced, innate nature of peace. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, right, I can't get there, etc. I've tried everything. The truth is, you may not have known that your fear-based thoughts are tripping you up, getting you into judgment mode and reactive mind, because all of these fears, of which we have like 7,000 in our database, that Ashley, Lee, and myself have tracked over the last several of years, that help us understand why people do not have peace in their life. It's really important that we make a commitment to release our fear-based thinking. And I know you can do it. We created a conflict resolution process that is in a separate video, because I'm going to walk you through those 5 steps in a video. And in the interest of time, I'm just here to heighten your awareness about making judgments. Now, funny story is that when I first started teaching this, and there is Ascending with Annie videos on YouTube that I did for Quantum Stellar Initiative, people reported that they could hear me as this voice inside their head saying, I let that go. I let that judgment go. And for a week or two, they could hear me saying, let it go. And I thought it was very sweet and very funny. So if that helps you, go for it. But you have to begin to make yourself the accountable one. As I say, we have to be impeccable with our thoughts when we're living a quantum lifestyle in 5D, actually in all dimensions of awareness. People just like to say that we're 5D now. Well, to the point, judgments are created when we go into fear that the world is against us, that we're against ourselves, that life is against us, that we're everything from unsupported, unresourced, out of time, out of money. It never seems to end. So when we jump to judge, we're going into our reactive mind. And maybe that's the one that's sitting in the driver's seat all the time. It's okay. You can escort that version of you, that aspect of yourself, to a different seat in your inner boardroom and have them just become an observer. Maybe you put them off to the side. And it's important that you continue to include them. They just don't get to have a voice anymore. When you use the conflict resolution process, your judgments are reduced daily. What do I mean? Let's say that you have a fear called fear of missing out. And you judge yourself as wrong when you miss out. So now you brought all of those energies into a quantum relationship with perhaps your quantum phone, your quantum computing experience, your quantum healing experience. Oh, I didn't create the healing that I wanted. Okay, we have to let those judgments go. So there's different types of judgments in the world. Obviously, we want to leave the ego-based judgments related to our survival in place in our limbic system. The voice that says, don't forget to wear a seatbelt, look before you change lanes, wear a bike helmet, don't eat rat poison, right? That is normal, healthy ego function in your awareness. It's to keep you alive. All right, let's talk about all the other judgments. How about self-judgments? Oh, I wish I hadn't done that. I can't believe I did that. I wish I hadn't put my foot in my mouth. I can't believe I bought that scam token. I can't believe I put all my money on that. I can't believe I spent the money that I needed to pay a bill, right? These are self-judgments. When we go into coulda, woulda, shoulda, I wish I hadn't, I can't believe We are deep in self-judgments. Sometimes we put conditions based on self-judgments in place. Oh, when I have time and I'm not too busy right now, I'll look at that. And so the condition is I don't have enough time, and that's the fear, right? So when I have enough time, I'll look at that, meaning I can't look at everything. That's a self-judgment about how limited you perceive yourself to be. I'm not here to go into semantics right now. Obviously, it's a broad strokes explanation, but you can see how when we put conditions with self-judgments, we further reinforce the self-limiting beliefs that we might have about ourselves. And then we may have judgments about others. Oh, I can't believe you're so stupid. Oh, you are such a time waster. What else? I can't believe you don't read. Um, what are you blithering on about would be another example of how we pass judgment on someone's words. And that's okay. If you've done that, it's really important that you notice that when you go into judgment about yourself or others or life, like, oh, I can't believe they're thinking of another lockdown. You know, the world is against us, right? That's the premise of paranoia. All we're doing is reaching into a quiver of arrows and pulling out a judgment, and we're firing it at the one that we think is out of integrity. If we think we were out of integrity, well, we just reach in and then we, stab our heart with that judgment of, stupid or clumsy or hacked again, pisses everyone off, can't have a relationship, whatever that arrow is that you're judging yourself with, you got to take it out. You got to conflict resolve it, break it in half, throw it away. It's more in depth than that, but the idea is that you no longer reach into that quiver of arrows and attack yourself, right? Same thing with people, especially people you don't know, especially your family, especially your friends, especially world leaders. I know this is challenging for some of you, but I want you to know that every judgment that you pull out of your quiver and you send and aim at someone is a direct energy weapon that you're using. You must take interpersonal responsibility for every judgment you've made because you've just created a spiritual entanglement. You're sending an energetic cord. You're tying yourself to them for an eternity until you clear your judgment. Is that really what you want? I invite you to make a commitment to clean up all your judgments, past and present, and commit to making no more judgments in the future. But as part of that commitment, you do the conflict resolution process, which has its own unique video, and I'm going to get to it shortly, that you can use to clean up your judgments. The self-love that you can practice by doing conflict resolution for yourself has such healing power. You will be doing your own quantum healing, and it will be beautiful. When you abstain from judgments and you don't even think of them anymore, your relationships improve with everyone. Your personal growth will skyrocket. You will become very expansive because you're no longer judging from fear-based thoughts. When you have a fear-based thought, recognize it for what it is. You can catch yourself in the moment and go, oops, I just made a judgment, and I let that go. I release it from my conscious awareness. Oh, whoa, I just made a self-judgment. Okay, that's not the truth of me. I let that go. You see, you are the proof that you choose to create. Do you want to create a self-victimized, low energy experience? Go ahead, attack yourself with self-judgments. If you want to raise your energy, you have to release and conflict resolve release the judgments, and go through that conflict resolution process. You have to move through it. You have to acknowledge the fear that you went into whereby you attacked yourself. Then when you shine that light of truth that you are free and clear of judgments, your energy goes up. How could it not? It's nowhere to be found inside your energy. It's the magic eraser, and it works on the quantum level because we're energy, and thoughts are energy, and judgments are energy. And so if you have judged others like we all have, just say, okay, I own that, and I take that back, and I'm willing to conflict resolve my judgment about you or the judgment that you cast on me, because let's be real here. Judgments send energetic thoughts and frequencies at others. That is not born from our true nature of love. So when we let go of our judgments and we say, oops, I just made a judgment, I let that go, we are restoring ourselves through a self-love process back to our true nature of peace and love. And the more we do this, the more we express love with ourselves and others. To learn more, visit our website, leapofconsciousness.com. You can find several complimentary gifts there to support your education in quantum energy healing, and you can start that journey right now. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on the next video.